Barry got all the good-looking genes in the family.
Yeah, I'd say.
No two ways around that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now stepping up the leagues. This is the Diamond Master Finals of the EU tournament. And, well...
We've already got some foreign languages happening. Hit me up with the noise of how you think that's pronounced.
Alakaterbra.
Right. Okay, so down in the bottom right position, we're looking at the red Protoss, the man who likes to F1 split his probes onto the nearest mineral patches, Divum. And up in the top left position, we're looking at OpkeBap.
Yep, I'm going to call him OP.
OP, absolutely. That is the easiest thing to say.
Yep. So this is another PVZ. What the hell? A lot of PVZs going on.
A lot of PVZs, and that's okay because it's my favorite matchup.
Me too. You actually have stuff to talk about. At least it's not TVT.
Oh, Tank Viking.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's bad. So look at this. Obviously, we're starting this very, very much
This is
different.
This is
it's very different than the lower leagues.
This is the right way to play.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or the
safer
way to play.
Yeah, it is.
The more appropriate way to play. That's probably the best one.
There you go.
The most appropriate way to play
because both can work. You can do like a 3-gate expand on a map like this.
Within the current metagame of StarCraft 2, this is the most appropriate Protoss play against the Zerg on cross positions on Shakura's Plateau.
We just nailed it.
Boom.
Done.
Write it down.
Yep. Spawning pool going down for Mr. OP. And just some regular probe scouting. And I guess this is time to do some shameless advertisement in case you guys are just tuning in. You're like, who the hell are these guys?
I have a penis.
With 2,300 viewers. We are those fine folks from Lifesaglitchtv. And if you guys want to go subscribe to our channels, mods are going to post those up in just a second. And if you want some cool Leg TV swag, we've got a store as well.
Micro your macro.
Not sure you're actually going to receive those shirts from the way the company works, but it's definitely worth a try.
No, you definitely get them. They just really like to take their time.
Yeah.
They like to put all the extra special care into your t-shirts.
I will say it is good quality stuff, though.
I have to say, no, it is actually quite good. I'm actually very happy with how these turned out. We're wearing my favorite designs that I made.
Sour Boot Life.
Sour Boot Life. And Micro Your Macro, which was probably
the top seller.
It is a top seller, and probably the best thing I've ever said on Live TV, and probably the best thing I'll ever say. I don't think I'm going to be able to top it.
I agree with that, and no cancel on that pylon. Sour about that. There goes 100 minerals. I think it's because he was in the middle of typing AAA,
which I'm sure means something like fuck.
Yep.
In some foreign language.
Makes sense. And here we go, just a normal wall off from a Divum, and the expansion is going up. Cut probes there for a little while, that's what you have to do. And he's back in at the probe production. The expansion is now up for OP, or at least being created. And Divum sees all that information. Obviously, there's no speed lanes. If he keeps turning around in circles... Oh, he ran away.
Nice.
Could have eventually picked that guy off, but maybe he was just trying to buy some time.
Solid.
We'll see if that probe comes back to haunt him later on in the game. He's going to run these 4 lings over here to see what's going on. And he's probably going to lose a single ling before he runs away.
I was suggesting you might have.
Yep.
There's the one, and there you go.
Oh.
And that's that 4. That's your psychic, sir.
I know.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm that good.
That was that 4-ling scout that most high level, you're seeing that fast expand on the Zerg. They'll send out those 4-ling scout. See what information they've got. No, just have a little seat outside of the main there. Now what we're going to have to wait for and see is if he feels comfortable in building a Roach Warren to push out. No, he's actually going to take an immediate third.
That's good.
That's great.
This is what Zerg does.
Yep.
They always want to stay ahead of one base. And we're going to see if Divum decides to do like a +1 push on this third. A lot of the time when you're doing a Forge Fast Expand, Protoss players will grab like 3 or 4 Zealots, and they'll try to push and deny a third, and in most cases they can because Zerg is so into just pumping as many drones as possible.
They go into that serious drone up mode where as soon as, especially if they see that you've expanded, they know that an attack is generally not going to be happening anytime soon, and so they go, oh, okay, I'm safe for a while. I'm just going to basically use all of my larvae for droning. And go with it that way. I am surprised. There we go. We are seeing that Overlord coming in for the almost
Adam,
start of the mid game here.
We do see
a layer attack
tech happening and a sneaky Overlord. We might actually see some sort of Nidus work
in
the mix.
Is he going to stop?
Or is he just going to come over here and get some information? I think that's what he's doing. Because you see a lot of Zergs as well doing some Nidus working in the mains of the Protoss, because all of their tech is usually in their base. And look at this, Divum putting that very, very nicely placed pylon there in the corner. Not only is that going to give him some information on what's outside, he can warp on the down, on the low ground to get into any kind of heated battle.
And holy double Stargate, Batman!
And look at that, OP sees that with
and immediately throws down his Spire. Yep, that's the word I'm looking for. Which is the right thing to do, and right now, if you can hear this, somebody apparently has died nearby, and so the ambulance is on its way.
Yep.
Fear not.
You know, I still have a hard time figuring out what is an ambulance and what's a fire truck, what's a police, because they all have different types of siren sounds.
I feel like a fire truck is a little bit lower in pitch than an ambulance, and then the cop one is a little faster in terms of how fast it is.
That makes sense. Like, woo, woo, woo,
yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
And usually fire trucks is usually here.
Get the hell out of my way! Yeah. So we are seeing a double Void Ray pump on this, and it's going to be that 2-3 Void Ray and or 2 Void Ray and a Phoenix, which is incredibly painful to deal with if you're not ready for it. But fortunately, that Spire is literally going to finish in time for him to throw this up, and if he does get some scouting done early enough, he will be okay. Tons of Spore Crawlers. OP is going to be more than fine for this harass, and it's going to be a bit of wasted money here for Divum.
Yeah, at this point, I think Divum's going to have to basically use these Void Rays and Phoenix to pick off Overlords and do some sort of harassment around the map and just have map control with this. If he goes and engages on this third, I think he's going to put himself in a little bit of trouble. He's really not going to get any kills at all, and in fact, this Phoenix might go down, and no, he quickly gets the hell out of there. It's really unfortunate that OP was in there with that Overlord and basically seeing the tech as it was happening, and it was at that point where you can't really cancel it.
Going in there. He can actually just... I think there might be a small window here to actually hit.
And he got 3 kills now with those.
Be very careful. Don't lose that.
You know what? I'm liking this. This is good. I honestly didn't think...
It's about as best as he can do with what's happening down there right now. Yeah. He's going to be very careful because that Void Ray is actually going to go down. And he's actually going to wisely back off now. It's time to back off and
yeah, the
mutas
are out on the field as well.
Yeah, he's done what he needed to do with that. That's about as much as he could hope to
you know what? Those Void Rays paid for themselves as much as they possibly could in that kind of situation. Yes. It's not every day when a Zerg can scout that out. Yeah. And then you can still do, what, how many drone kills was that? 5? You know, he did fairly well. He's got a lot of Phoenix. This is really people don't understand how good Phoenix is against Muta. Oh. But the micro has to be there because if you miss micro, those Mutas are going to tear a strip in those Phoenix.
You can't ball Phoenix. You have to be able to split them up and kind of concave them manually because if you're not careful, the splash damage on a Muta.
Yep.
Tears apart Phoenix. You have to be very careful. And it looks like he's actually going to go up to try and get rid of some drones and maybe a couple of overloads up top. The Phoenixes are moving into position. And this could actually be a decent amount of damage. He is going to see the Spire as well. He's going to get some drones. He's going to see the Spire. He's going to pick a couple off, and I think he's going to get out of here, and he is. And Micro's a bit on the way out, but just enough. I think more importantly there, he saw the Spire than anything, and he saw the Mutas as well, and the Mutas are actually going to try and cut across the map and beat the Phoenix home, and it's going to be a bit of a race.
Yeah, I think the Phoenix is going to win that race. They're pretty freaking quick. Oh,
free kills!
Free kills! Race. Sorry about that.
Free kills!
And sorry about that. Oh, so many Phoenix!
Oh, that's a lot of Phoenix.
Oh my god!
Tear apart all of them. Oh, and that's going to tear apart all of those. Now, this is a very dangerous situation now for OP. He has to be very wise with his decisions on what unit he takes to first. I fully expect to see Hydra to be a possible next move here. He can't do Muta anymore.
My god.
This officially shuts down any Muta harass, and he has to be very careful. Infestors and maybe some Hydra are only his choice, and we are seeing an infestation pit going down here because he really needs to slow these Phoenixes down. They are too fast to keep up with but maybe some Hydra on creep.
Oh, come on, free Ovies, free Ovies! It's gonna supply block the hell out of the Zerg there.
This is a very dangerous situation because he's caught in between
Oh,
tech that can deal with all of these phoenixes.
I am just so pleased with how Divum is playing this right now. He's got it stirred up. He's done so much damage. Zerg is on a defensive right now. All he's got is roaches.
Oh,
he's
free.
He's going to be picking off
Free.
overlords for days.
Free.
For days. He might even
Free.
just take some queens here.
Come on down to Bob's Roach Oversupply Store, where you can get all your roaches for the low, low price of free. Bring in your Phoenix and we will give it to you at no cost whatsoever. We will file them out the door. We will use a forklift. They will be brought to you. You won't even need to use your graviton beam shield thing that I can't remember the name of right off the top of my head, but it's okay because we are Bob's Supply Store. Get it for free and win the game. GG no read.
You kind of sounded like some sort of black man from Georgia / I don't know. Adam? Alright. And welcome back, sir. Welcome back. So here comes the Phoenixes just doing so much damage on all these overlords, and there's really nothing that he can do at this point. This is just painful to watch, actually. The third is up. We take a look at the income tab. He's doubled them in income.
This is looking very bad.
70 probes to 44 drones. Wow. And OpkeBap is just like, what the fuck, man? This isn't nice. And look at this nice, sexy ground force.
Hey, there's that Protoss Death Ball.
Yeah, remember those?
Yep. You know that Death Ball where you just basically build every tech of Protoss and throw it into a ball and then just go, alright,
yep,
we're going to A-click, and we're going to see what happens.
Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. Death.
Yeah.
And look at all these free little roaches down
Bob's Oversupply Store. Get your roaches for free. Phoenixes get in the door first.
Oh, and look at this.
And that's...
He might as well just
walk in the door backwards with the
Oh,
pants
and
down.
he's not even moving right now. He's just moving.
GG!
That's going to be the most frustrating thing.
Wow, look at all of that pickup. That is highly unfortunate right
And those
now.
stalkers are just going, hey, what's up?
Wow, that's...
What's going on? Not too much is dying. 171 to 97 right now for the supply. It's K. I got this.
No big deal.
No, it's BM.
And there's the Hydra that I was expecting.
You've lost this.
If he has the most epic Hydra infestor play in the history of the universe, give it to me, history of the universe. Maybe he'll defend the first push.
Dude, he's got.
That is a 4-base Protoss.
He's got more Phoenix than Hydra.
That is a 4-base Protoss.
Just go,
This is a freaking 4-base Protoss. Why are there no infestors? The infestors are needed to shut down those Phoenixes.
No, nothing's being shut down. You know what's getting shut down?
Well, these terrible roaches are being shut down.
I'm just feeling bad. I'm just feeling bad for all this. Oh, look at this. The Hydras are coming in, and these Phoenixes are just getting shot from behind. Here comes the giraffe. He's going to pick up all these roaches.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, they just die instantly.
Ow, ow,
Hydras
ow.
are just so weak, but they do
Barbecue.
so much damage. GG.
GG!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an epic game 1 of just pure domination.